Hi, good afternoon. My name is Toby Olshanetsky. I'm the co-founder and CEO of prooV. prooV is a POC, proof of concept as a service platform. Basically, prooV is the idea that came out of me and my co-founder building enterprise software startup for 20 years. This is not our first startup. And we saw that specifically in an event like that enterprise wants to do innovation, and we're talking all about innovation adoption. How do you find the best way to implement technology? How do you solve all the problems in doing innovation adoption? This is exactly what we are doing with prooV. Basically, if you want to do the innovation adoption in a smart way, you have to think in three steps. First of all, you have to do the research in depth. You have to find the best vendors that you want to do the proof of concept with and find the best technologies. You have to have a variety of vendors from across the globe, not just from a centric area or not just from your geographical area, because you want to expand the solution that you are finding. And you want a quick solution that will give you innovation adoption fast and not something that will take you years and it's not innovation's history. This is exactly what we are doing in prooV. We are solving all that problem in a very, very simple and smooth way that allows you to do the innovation adoption on our platform in a very simple way. Basically, prooV is a POC as a service platform that allows you to solve all the pains for you from searching the vendors, implementing the vendors, comparing the vendors, finding the best KPIs, simulating the APIs of your environment when you actually want to do the POC with the different vendors. We are solving, sorry, I like to walk, but I can't. We are solving 5 main pain points on our platform, which is crucial when you're doing innovation adoption. Those 5 pain points are basically, divided into 2 layers. The first one is security. First, any connection of an outside vendors to your network is a security breach by fact that has to pass the CISO, has to pass the security questionnaires, has to pass the different IT approval. That's the first big bottleneck. The second thing is data. How do you provide data to the vendors that will do a proof of concept on your solution? GDPR, US Privacy Act, and other regulated restriction basically holds you from providing the data to the POC. Cybersecurity checks on technologies that are not cyber. How do you make sure that technology that you're going to implement in your network that is not cyber will not create a backdoor, or because of vulnerability of the code, hacker will use that as a penetration gateway to your network? Those are the first 3 pain points on the security. The other 2 is what we call on the IT stage and IT layer. First of all, KPIs. How do you measure 2 or 3 or 4 vendors that are doing the same thing? What are the KPIs that you're measuring to blockchain vendors or to AI vendors or any B2B enterprise software? What is the judgment that you are basing your criteria on the proof of concept? Another very important thing, how do you make sure that once you will move this technology from a small-scale testing environment to a full production environment, this technology will not crash on the big loads of the environment? So how do you simulate the legacy API of your environment? So with prooV, in a very simple way, using our wizard and our platform, we simplify the entire way how you're doing it. First of all, you're coming to our platform, defining the POC that you want to use using the RFI and the RFP wizard that we give you. You can create any type of simulated environment on our cloud from Linux, Windows, any type of databases, any type of different structured, unstructured data that you want to simulate can be simulated on our platform. You are designing the KPIs that you actually want to measure the different vendors. And those KPI can be a technical KPI and can be a business KPI. And those can actually be a complex KPIs. For example, if you want to do a business KPI with the API from your Salesforce CRM, you can actually add it to the platform. And another very, very important way is how do you publish the POC on our platform? Because some POCs are very sensitive and you want to maintain your privacy. So we have an entire tool that allows you to publish even a very sensitive POCs like cybersecurity or different sensitive POCs and regular POCs on our platform. And the last thing we give you, I like to call our platforms like the MRI and X-ray of technology, because we can actually show you in real time how each one of those vendors are behaving and sorry for my language, nobody can bullshit you anymore. You can actually see how those vendors are working and how those KPIs are being built and how each one of those technologies is actually working on the platform on your POC that you are running. One of the fastest growing vertical on our platform is actually the regulated industries. So banks, insurance company, pharma, healthcare, and government are seeing prooV as the best way for them to do innovation adoption because regulation basically holds them to do a fast innovation adoption. This is a very interesting case study that we just finished. This is a very big bank that did a POC on our platform. So basically a cycle that without prooV would have taken him anywhere between 12 to 18 months, he basically finished in 3 months. He tested 28 different vendors. Now, just think all you enterprise guys, what it means for you to create environments to test 28 different vendors on 5 different POCs, AI, BI, blockchain, cybersecurity, and chatbot. Only this would have taken you a tremendous amount of time just to get the internal obstacles to approve it. We created data for each one of those POCs, so we overcome the regulated issue with the data, and we created 2 million records of different data sets that were sitting on these POCs. And out of 28, 5 vendors won the POCs, and actually they got contract with the vendors, with the enterprise. Now this is a crazy thing that you see the power of prooV, that we totally took a complex problem, and via the platform, we totally simplified the way how you're doing innovation adoption. Thank you very much. We have the booth right over there. More than happy to talk to you.